not sure if she's still around, or Kat, or someone from the CCG. Otherwise, I'll keep going.
Oh, thank you, Shemay. I mean, I think the rest of the referral forms are due to be updated and coming soon is probably the main thing. But these have all been developed with the hospitals across the Surrey and Sussex patch.
Thank you. Okay, so the last area then that I was going to visit is the searches. So it's revisiting those network DES searches to make sure you're happy, and then also going into the rest of the cancer searches too to make sure that you're happy with those. So if I go back into population reporting, and remember anything relating to network DES, you'll find under the 5.32 folder. The early cancer diagnosis folder, remember you've got your work done. So the other searches that are available within the referral and diagnosis area, as well as your NG12 usage, you've also just looking at diagnosis that have been made from referrals. This is if you're not using our cancer symptom analyzer, we're still helping you to report on your cancer referral activity. So this is looking at from 2-week wait referral, from cancer screening, from any other presentation. And we're also looking at your 2-week wait referrals for suspected cancer and those that have had their safety netting. So that's what you'll find under here. I've mentioned screening already. So this is mainly looking at your screening uptake. We've either given you your total number of screening patients. So here you'll find your bowel, your breast and your cervical screening. And we've also, like I mentioned earlier, we've narrowed it down by minority groups if you need to look at it that way. So we have BAME, we have blind, we have homeless, learning disability, safeguarding, SMI, and also transgender as well. For your work to do, it's mainly the screening advice that is overdue, and we do have a screening template which is available for you to your staff to record the screening advice if they need to. So that's available for them to search for if they want to do that. I would really pay attention to these searches up here, because this is looking again at where referrals have been completed within your system, but they've had no safety netting in place. So definitely worth looking through those lists of patients, opening up our fast track cancer safety netting template and making sure that that safety netting code is added to their record. And I'm not sure for data, we've got a data quality. I think this is just a really new one here. So this is looking at recording of cancer safety netting on day of 2-week wait referral as recorded once a day. So again, it's just looking at data quality issues if there are any. The investment impact fund. So work done folder was where I mentioned the cancer folder, which looks at the fit testing requirements. So this is looking at where you've actually achieved that bit of work, where the fit test has been done in the right time of the 2-week wait referral. What we also have is the data quality folder. And within the data quality folder, you have the cancer folder. And this is looking at where things may be going wrong, where fit tests have been coded incorrectly and you want to make sure you update those, or where it's been done in the wrong time frame, or where there's no code whatsoever. So again, I would really be looking at this data quality folder quite regularly just to make sure that you are picking up those patients if you have generally done the work for those patients. Now, what we have been finding with the fit testing area of network DES is sometimes the fit tests that are coming in via the lab is not being matched automatically to the right code within your EMIS system, so the right code for your network DES requirements. Now, we've got a support article, and you will have to do this by your workflow manager, but we've got a support article which will tell you how to match the fit test code, the fit test coming in to the right fit test code required for network DES, and we will make sure that we send that to you all so that you've got that. But what I will say is if you are doing any matching, make sure you match every single scenario of a fit test come in, because sometimes they come in lowercase, uppercase, and there may be potentially ones that you are missing. So make sure you go down all the list, look at every scenario of a fit test and make sure it is matched to the right fit test code that is required for your network DES requirements. And do try and make sure you get that work done as soon as you can, because then that will save you having to go back into patients' records and changing anything that has been done in the past. So you want to make sure you're getting it right going forward. I can see we've got a question that's come up there. I'm having difficulties associating the clinical code Okay, fine. If anyone's having issues on matching fit testing and you want us to kind of have a look with you over Teams and work out what's going on with you, then you can email our support team. We're going to give you our details at the end of the session, but it's just support-emis@ardens.org.uk. So support-emis@ardens.org.uk. If you let us know the issues that you're having, then we'll be able to set up a call with one of our product specialists and we can work out what's going on there. Thank you very much. I don't think there's anything more on that one that I wanted to show you. So just, yeah, make sure you have downloaded this latest folder, because it now does include this data quality folder, which includes your cancer folder, which will help you where things are going wrong with your fit tests that are being coded back into your patient's records. And then lastly, just to finish, going back to the cancer searches folder, I mentioned fast track safety netting. I've also mentioned possible cancer. We do have the national cancer screening services folder in here, which again is another way for you to see what your uptake is for bowel, breast and cervical screening. Cervical screening, we also have a mini recall system. So if you are responsible for recalling your patients who have now been invited twice, but they've still not followed up, then we do provide you with searches so that you can send that patient a third invite if you wish to. And then the last folder I want to mention is the prostate cancer risk folder. This is new, so make sure you've got the latest search folder, 2.2, Ardens cancer searches. And this is looking into patients who are possibly at risk for prostate cancer based on their background or based on particular criteria in their records. So these are very, very new. And I know your CCG particularly wanted me to highlight these searches. So really definitely make sure that you download these if you haven't got them. They are following the guidance that's expected for this area as well. Really straightforward to use. You're just running the search folder. And again, anyone that meets that criteria, you'll be able to find within the population included area. And then last folder I want to mention is just the Ardens case finders, because the case finders will help you identify where patients possibly are missing a cancer code in their records. So under the case finders, this folder here is helping you with prevalence altogether. So it's helping you finding patients who are missing off your registers. But we do have a cancer folder in here where we are querying cancer, again, based on some of the information that's being captured in the patient's record. Or it might mean that the wrong cancer code has gone into the patient's record, and it's helping you to capture that as well. So that's everything that I wanted to show you, and I can keep going, but it's hot and I've given you a lot of information already. But obviously from this, we then have resources to support you once that patient's been diagnosed with cancer, and also palliative care resources to help you with end-of-life care. We are always here to offer you any training if you think that you need it, at practice level as well. So if you feel that this training would be good for your practice, then do get in contact. Just again, email our support team and we'll be able to organise that for you. But I hope that's been helpful, and do let me know. I'll stick around just to see if there's any more questions that come through via chat. But thank you so much for your time.